Hey everybody, hello YouTube, hello all survivors of non-consensual human experimentation from neuroweapons and directed energy weapon systems, and just basically, welcome anybody who, is a survivor of tyranny in this new world order or whatever. So it is star date April the 30th, 2019. I'm going to make this a short video, guys. I just want to, well, I don't know how short it's going to be, but the priority of this video is to let y'all know about tomorrow, May the 1st, 2019, Robert Duncan is going to be giving a virtual presentation at MIT. Allison Ireland and some other targeted individuals, and she'll talk about that. I'm going to play some of this interview with Ramola D and Allison, but I really want all you guys, just in case you're targeted individuals or anyone who hasn't heard about this or seen Ramola D's interview with Allison Ireland, I want you to go to that interview, give it a thumbs up, and watch the whole thing. I wanted to just show a little bit of it and then read the flyer to get you guys the information so you know it. And also there is a, I'll show this at the beginning of the video because it's very important. So this is on Ramola D Reports YouTube page. Newsbreak 22, Allison Ireland hosts a lecture by Dr. Robert Duncan on neurohacking at MIT. And then his presentation, there is a preview of the presentation. I'm not sure if it's the whole thing. Not sure if it's the whole presentation, but there's a preview of his presentation that's going to be shown because it is a virtual presentation. It's on American Inkjet. This was published on April 28, 2019. Dr. Robert Duncan, MIT presentation preview, neuroweapons, American civilians, targeted individuals. So go to this channel and give it a like. I'm going to show a little bit of that. He did the first 16 minutes. He talks about positive things that are going to come out of this technology. It's true. It's true. Some positive things are coming out of this experimentation. I feel like that the positive things are forever tainted. Because they can't just cut human beings up and microwave their brains and then just, okay, all the advancements, they're going to be forever cursed. All those good advancements. I believe, that's my opinion. I agree with him though, there are positive things that can be done with this technology. Maybe not all the positive things are coming out of our experimentation, but the darkness kind of outweighs anything good from my perspective. I don't really want to, I will go into my opinions, in this video, but so here it is. Here's like a preview of his presentation here, and I'm going to go through some of it in this video, but I wanted to show it up front just in case you don't stay for the full video, and I'll try and keep this short. I guess I don't want to talk too much about personally what I'm going through right now. I kind of just want to get to the meat of it here, but I'll go over that in successive videos. I'm going to try and make shorter videos and stop babbling like right now. So I do want to play a little bit of this interview just to give y'all a little taste of it, what they're talking about, just to give y'all kind of what's going on tomorrow. So I'm going to just start playing that. But please go to Ramola D Reports if you have not gone and watched this interview and give it a thumbs up, so this can be spread out. The more, and I think everybody understands this, but the more that you like a video and give it a thumbs up, the more chance that YouTube is going to send it on out to YouTube land, and people will be able to find it easier. So I'm going to play the first 10 minutes, but please go to her channel to watch this. And then I'm going to read the flyer so that everybody can kind of get the details of what's going on tomorrow.
Click record. And it looks like we're live. So, hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ramola D Reports. I'm so glad to have you here this evening, and to be here this evening with a very illustrious and very important member of our community, and that is Allison Ireland. We are here to really do a brief news break to describe and talk a little bit about the neurohacking lecture that Dr. Robert Duncan is going to be giving at MIT next week, which Allison Ireland is completely responsible for conceiving, dreaming up, and hosting. So welcome, Allison. We need to hear all about it, and I'm so glad that you're here with us today.
Thank you, Ramola. Thank you so much for having me on.
Orange beer.
So what we are looking to do is just to invite and enlist the help of the academic community of local tech schools and engineering schools, neuroscience, bioethics committees, and really just present the phenomenon of what's happening to people around the world, and talk to them, see if we can try to start up some discussion and try to get their help on analyzing some of the data that we collected with all these symptom surveys and now data collection endeavors, and help us try to figure out a way to analytically analyze all the data and present it in a professional way, and really do justice to investigating what's happening to people. So,
absolutely outstanding, Allison. And so one of the things I just wanted to ask you, maybe if we wanted to start from the beginning, how did this idea come to you? How did you conceive of this idea to ask Dr. Duncan to do a lecture? And perhaps you should also mention who Dr. Duncan is to our viewers, not all of whom may know who Dr. Robert Duncan is.
Sure. So Dr. Duncan, he is a scientist and engineer. He worked on black budget projects for DARPA, CIA, DOJ, DOD, artificial intelligence and cybernetics. During his career, he became aware of experimentation on the U.S. military population, realized they were creating dangerous weapons used for dark projects, and became a whistleblower. So he wrote several books, How to Train a Demon, and Project Soul Capture Secrets of the Cyber and Cybernetic Warfare Revealed, which details the CIA practices of interrogation with cybernetic mind control in their pursuit to weaponize neuropsychology. So, like any other victim, I personally obviously became aware of Dr. Duncan after being attacked remotely with neurotechnology, beaming voices into my head for the past 3.5 years,
and keep in mind, guys, she's got 3 kids. She's got 3 kids, and she has V2K 24/7 and is being attacked, and she's putting together these awesome events. So I just want to break in and say, this is kind of from my heart a little bit. These people that put together these events, these targeted individuals that are going through like what we're all going through, but then they're doing so much hard work. Please, and I know I'm not talking, a lot of people, tell them thank you and really show your appreciation, because the deal is like targeted individuals that really step out front and work on these big events, they take some flack sometimes. They get a lot of negativity and stuff they have to deal with. So please, like, if you appreciate their work and appreciate what they're doing, that I think we all should, shower some positivity on them, And I'm not saying this is some kind of veiled thing to thank me for making my YouTube videos or something like that. I don't want to come off like that. For targeted individuals that like put together the rally, or that are Ella talked Robert Duncan into doing this presentation. Allison Ireland's putting it together. There's a whole bunch of people that helped Allison to put this together. But please just shower some positivity on them. Because sometimes when targeted individuals do these big events, they get some negativity, and it kind of makes them like, I'm doing it, I'm getting all this negativity. It makes them not want to do it, but it makes it tough for them. So the more positivity and appreciation that we can show them for doing these things, the more it's just gonna have a good cycle effect of you work and you jump in and help, and it's a positive thing. So I just want to say that. I don't know if I said it right, but you guys know what I mean. A lot of you guys show your appreciation, for the people who did the rally, and people like Allison Ireland that are working their asses off to raise their families while they're being tortured to death, and then putting these events together. They get the negativity sometimes, like, it boggles my mind. We need to be showing them as much positivity as possible. Okay, point made. Let her continue, because she talks about the people who helped her to put this together, and then I'll go ahead and read the flyer.
I've tried everything you can think of at this point. I think that it's just kind of a trial and error kind of thing. I mean, working within the community. After becoming aware, I think like the first year I tried to organize a conference for victims to come together and just share ideas, and anybody that was speaking on the topic, I invited to come speak, and just to try to figure out what's happening and how to expose it. And then I worked for like all the TI. So this was I've been motivated a lot too by like all the different activity in the community. We helped put up a billboard here in Massachusetts area, so try to get involved with that for all the TI days.
And I tell you what, guys, I'm going to try and not stop it and just play a couple more minutes of it. But the rally and what Allison's doing here, and what Ella's doing, and what Dr. Matt and Earl and Justin, and I'm forgetting a bunch of people, but all the stuff that they're doing. I'm trying. Oh yeah, and Lewis. And many people that I'm missing. It's inspiring me. I went to, there was a conference call tonight about the rally and talking about it, and everybody just kind of showing their appreciation and stuff. And I've been missing a lot of conference calls lately because I'm so tired and just I don't have any more mental energy. So I'm just trying to make as many videos as I can and do what I can. But it's really inspired me. It's really inspired me to we need to get our millionth win, find what defenses we can, and kick some ass. These guys are kicking ass. Ramola D is kicking ass, Dr. Horton's kicking ass, Allison Ireland's kicking ass, Robert Duncan's kicking ass, and we just need to put in as much support, as we can. I mean, this gets me pumped up. All these, and like, I can't even, this is a very positive thing. I can't keep track. I can't keep track of all the huge events that are being organized and all the stuff that's happening. Awesome. It's awesome. We need to try and get this information out to the four corners of the world in whatever way we can. In whatever way we can. So I'm going to play this for a couple more minutes, get some details from Allison, and then I'll go ahead and read the flyer to you guys too, because I don't think I'm going to go to the end, but we can also send in, I think for this it's too late, but for what Shad, I can't remember his last name, but they're having the neuroethics conference in Canada. We can send in a 5-minute video, especially if it's V2K. So I'm going to be making a 5-minute video, and I'll put it up on my main channel just kind of as an example. I'm going to really try and keep it short, and keep it, just keep it very, just informative of what they need, just the testimonial. We can still, I think we can send those, like, I don't know, she was saying we could send them to Ramola or Allison Ireland. I'm not sure if we can, but definitely Shad. I guess I'll probably do another video on that. I was a little bit confused about like where to send that video. That's kind of why I wanted to go through this, and I was a little bit confused where to find the presentation by Robert Duncan, but I'm sure more is going to come out after tomorrow. They're going to put more, they're going to probably have it on another YouTube page, and I think they already have a web page, but come here and read the description. I'll read the description too, but
wish I could have been out in Sacramento right now, but I have a work function. I have like a multiple sclerosis walk I'm doing tomorrow, so I wasn't able to fly out to California for the rally. So this was my contribution to the Global TI rally. That's what I told Scott and Desiree, that I'm going to do something in the Boston area. That's my contribution to the rally. And I was just trying to brainstorm, because we've gone out a couple times out to the MIT area, and we got a bunch of document books, and just, with all of the technology that comes out of our tech schools here in the Boston area. MIT is the home of the U.S. Army Super Soldier. There's the optics letters.
DARPA, yes.
the alter ego device, the Charles Wynn optics letters that recently came out. So there is a lot of publicity around, some of the tech that's coming out of there that I think is very, very relevant to what a lot of victims are experiencing. So I kind of target MIT.
Great. Love it.
So the first thing that we did at MIT, we've gone down there a couple times now. I bought a number of Dr. Duncan books, and I literally just gave them out on the street corner down at MIT.
Did you really? When did you do this?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so go to Ramola D Reports, watch this interview with Allison Ireland. She is awesome. Many other targeted individuals were helping her to put this together. Excuse me. I want to go ahead and read the description that Ramola D has on her page. I might just go ahead. What I might do is just read the flyer. So what you can do, go ahead, go to this interview and give it a like, guys. And then the event flyer is on Ramola's webpage, everydayconcerned.net. So I'm just going to go there and read the flyer real quick. Allison Ireland drops by to reveal more about the unique event she's hosting at MIT next week, where she will screen a virtual lecture given by Dr. Robert Duncan, AI and cybernetic scientist who has worked for the DoD, CIA, and has an insider's knowledge on the destructive covert neuroweaponry developed and in experimental and possibly operational use on thousands of targeted individuals, 1,000 of whom he has interviewed. And I actually, he was involved in making a prototype that was supposed to stop V2K, and I was involved in that little prototype thing. So I got to email back and forth with him. It was a very good exchange. Like, I just, I didn't really, I didn't bug him all the time or anything like that. It did help a little bit. I'll talk about that some other time. It didn't totally make the V2K go away, though. I think he was working on some theories about how to do it, and then I think he came up with a second prototype too. So let's go to the Everyday Concerned Citizen, and there's also a link to the video, the interview with Allison Ireland and Ramola D. Dr. Robert Duncan, Hacking the Human Mind, the Art and Science of Neuroweapons, Ethical Considerations, and capable weapons. So join us for an informative and enlightening virtual lecture, Landmarks Kendall Square Cinema, Wednesday, May 1st at 7 p.m. So that's going to be, East Coast time, 7 p.m. For me, Central time, it'd be 6 p.m. And then for West Coast, it's going to be 4 p.m. I don't know if they're going to be like streaming it or something like that, but I'm sure that after the virtual presentation, there will be video of it. And then the presentation, I'm not sure if it's just a preview, but I'm going to show some of that. I'm not sure if it's the whole thing or the preview. I'm not going to show it all, so that you guys will go to this YouTube page. I don't really know, like, if it's a good idea to show it before it's happening tomorrow. I don't know, so I'm just going to show a little bit of it. But a lot of people have already watched it, so I guess it's okay, right? I guess it's okay, because a lot of people aren't going to be able to make it to the virtual presentation. But and then it has the street that is happening on. MIT recently released to the press that they have developed lasers to transmit perceived audio, ranging from music to speech to a person across the room without any receiver equipment. Charles M. Wynn said in a press release, "It is the first system that uses lasers that are fully safe for the eyes and skin to localize an audible signal to a particular person in any setting." In a paper published in the journal Optics Letters, the MIT team describes how it developed different methods to transmit tones, music, and recorded speech via a laser. There's a wide range of applications from military voice of God weapons to civilian applications. And my V2K, and I think a lot of our V2K, they are coming out in the public and saying, it can be done with a laser to the ear, actually. But as we know, there's a microwave hearing effect that people are experiencing when an audible signal is modulated into a microwave and then interacts with your brain, with the water molecules and the actual brain tissue to create an audible signal that goes to the inner ear. Maybe there's other methods of doing it also. But let me go down here. I guess I don't want to get into too much of but I'm gonna take down my Faraday bunker. But it's like I slept on my leather chair last night, and my attacker started hitting me with external beams last night, like right in the face, and the jaw, in really my frontal lobe. And they had been laying off for a couple of days. It's for some kind of psyop reason. I guess maybe so I'd go back in the Faraday bunker, or I wouldn't go back in the Faraday bunker. I'm trying to figure it out. I think I'm still going to take the Faraday bunker down and find something better. It just feels like I'm still trying to figure that out. I have defenses that really work. Faraday bunker, I'm questioning. It blocks some things, but my attackers reconfigure and they start. It's like they do a whole different protocol. It takes them a few days to switch it around. So I'm still trying to figure out some things on that. Let's stick to this. I promised myself I wasn't going to do that. I'm trying to get better, guys. But when you're going through this, you just want to talk to it. I want to talk to it. You want to talk about it. Okay, so the presenter is Dr. Robert Duncan, scientist and engineer. And I want to say, last night I was sleeping on the leather chair, had my less EMF headgear on, and then I was listening to this 4.5 hertz theta binaural beats mixed with Dave Case's CD. I'm going to go ahead, go to SoundCloud, go to Anti-Tinnitus Sound System. This really helps me so much with my attacks, with everything that they're interacting. It's electromagnetic frequencies interacting with the brain and the nervous system. It really messes it up. It really messes it up. Let me get back to that. Let me go back. Okay, so the presenter is Dr. Robert Duncan, scientist and engineer. Dr. Duncan worked on black budget projects for DARPA, CIA, DOJ, and DOD. He was involved in artificial intelligence and cybernetics. During his career, he became aware of the military's experimentation on the U.S. civilian population and realized he was creating a dangerous weapon if used for dark projects, which it completely is. I think that's the majority. I think a little bit's being trickled out into good stuff, but a main percentage is bad. It's bad for the majority of humanity. It's about control and walking somebody to their death and, torturing people, Zerzetzung and PSYOPs, and also, mapping the human brain even more. So I think the majority is dark pride. It's bad stuff. It's bad stuff for humanity. Duncan subsequently became a whistleblower and wrote several books, including How to Tame a Demon and the highly recommended Project Soulcatcher, Secrets of Cyber and Cybernetic Warfare Revealed, which details the CIA's practices of interrogation and cybernetic mind control in their pursuit to weaponize neuropsychology, to weaponize neuroscience, which Dr. Giordano talks a lot about too. So let's listen to a couple more minutes. Let's go back. I'm not gonna, I feel like I rush myself a lot because I do want to make it quick. But I've let you guys know where to go to find the preview presentation that Robert Duncan is giving. I'm not sure if it's the whole presentation. It might just be. It seems like the presentation. But let's listen to a couple more minutes. Because Allison's going to talk about it a little bit more. I wanted to read the flyer there.
But no, this is, when was the first TIA?
I have no idea. I'm not keeping track of it, but...
this is I know it was almost a year ago now. This is the very first, no, I know when it was, because it was the first day of school for my son.
Okay. Was it last year?
It was August 29th, I think.
Okay.
And I remember, just thinking, like, here I'm sending, it was the first day of first grade, and like, as I, sending him like off into the world, I'm trying to make the world a better place for him, as he started.
Definitely. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we went, and we've still been down there a couple times since then as well. Handing out literature and just like printing out like relevant websites. Just anything that we could think of handing out that we thought was relevant and helpful to trying to raise awareness to the public on what was happening. In a place, and I do find, going to a place like a tech school like MIT, we get a much better response. People are more eager to learn, than a random street corner somewhere. And, I was thinking about it, instead of just handing out flyers on a random street corner, trying to put together a lecture.
I kind of don't understand, like, people at MIT with all these like consumer products and medical treatments that are like where they're using neuroscience and they're using electromagnetic frequencies to do this or that to the brain, or cybernetics, where they somebody can think and control a limb. Where do they think that comes from? Like I used to be the same before I was targeted. I was like, oh, those advancements, they just use rats and monkeys, and then they'll just use it fully formed on human beings. But we've got to understand that's not the truth. Human beings are being ripped apart, and they're trying to do terminal, well, it is terminal for some people, that they're trying to do terminal experiments where it's like torturing people, focus remote microwaves to their head and their nervous system for their entire lives, mapping their brains and stuff like that, and killing a lot of people. And the people like kind of at the top of these programs are like, well, it's justified. We need to kill these types of people in the public and this type of personality. Even if they haven't done anything wrong, we need test subjects for this stuff. And one thing, guys, the Minds of Men by True Stream Media, Aaron and Melissa Dykes. I watched that full thing last night, and I tell you what, it gives like, pretty much they didn't miss a thing. Those guys are true journalists. They did the whole history basically of like of psychosurgery and MK Ultra and all the things that have led up to where we are now. They didn't go too much into the remote neuroweapons and things like that, but they mentioned it towards the end. But it's a history of psychosurgery and brain experimentation and sub projects of MK Ultra. I watched the whole thing it depressed the hell out of me. It's very informative, very, very informative, but for a targeted individual, we're so stressed out, and it's this huge evil thing that I got this jerk-faced chief handler, and he's an ex-soldier. He fought in the Iraq War, so I'm pretty I'd like to be like, oh, he's just a normal soldier. Got jerk faces like this saying, ain't nobody hitting y'all with stuff. Oh yeah, we're just trying to clean out the gene pool and crap like that, and we're really going through this, and kids are being experimented on, and you start connecting the dots about this experimentation, and you come to the conclusion they're microwaving like babies being formed in the womb, so that babies are being tortured even before they come out of the womb. That's how evil this shit is. Now, I mean, that's me connecting the dots on how experiments are run, like, and how these projects work. They don't give a damn, and they keep giving less and less of a damn as they move forward. But that movie is just, if you're not a targeted individual and you're having a hard time believing this, watch The Minds of Men by Melissa and Aaron Dykes on True Stream Media. I'm going to show like the end part, because they do mention like the beginnings of what would be a remote platform, like the beginnings of some of the maybe mass manufactured equipment that they're using that were in about the 1970s. Now, they were doing this with equipment like back into the 1950s. And there's like a case where a guy, they did psychosurgery and used electrodes to put direct microwaves into certain areas of his brain. Then they put him out on the street, and basically he was saying that they were still experimenting on him from afar. And that was like in the 1960s and stuff like that. It's pretty depressing. I would take it in small chunks. Like if you're having a bad time and you're depressed about the targeting, maybe just watch it in chunks, because it's like a 3-hour documentary, but it has so much great information. I'm going to show certain parts of it, maybe on a live stream or on this channel. They are doing awesome journalism, for what we're going through especially. So let's listen to a couple more minutes of Allison kind of talking about the event, and then we'll go over to Robert Duncan, a little bit of that presentation. But main thing I want y'all to get out of this video is just where to go to see Ramola D interviewing Allison Ireland about this event tomorrow, May 1st, and then where to go and see Dr. Robert Duncan's presentation right now on YouTube. I don't think a lot of people know where to go find it, and then I'm sure you can find it in more places online. Check out the description in Ramola D's on this interview. Check out the description, and then after the virtual presentation, hopefully they'll put that out, and then I'll let you guys know about that.
Not for victims to come together this time, but for trying to reach out to relevant parties that may be able to help us, like the academic community, professors, students.
I think it's a great idea. I think Allison
human rights groups,
awesome.
Congress, as well as mental health professionals in the area.
Brilliant. Now, Allison, are you working with someone else? Are you able to do all of this on your own, contact so many people, etc., or are others helping you?
I've had some help, yeah. So I had Earl Watts, Jessica Garro, Shayla, Amantis, and I used Shayla's nonprofit paperwork just because I wanted to. She was probably one of the only people that I know that actually has an actual registered nonprofit.
What is her nonprofit?
Survivors Alliance.
Survivors Awareness or Alliance or something like that?
Yeah, these Survivors Alliance Awareness, something along those lines. I can get it for you in a minute.
No worries, yeah, I'm sort of trying to find it myself, but we'll see. Yeah.
Surveillance and Harassment Survivors Alliance.
There we go, got it, yeah, Surveillance and Harassment.
Surveillance and Harassment Survivors Alliance.
And their mission statement is, I got denied. So I've tried the DE2DC, the Directed Energy Weapon Conference. I don't know if you
Oh, yes,
That's
of
awesome.
course, yeah. Did you go there?
What she's talking about right now is what the Directed Energy Weapons Conference for the military-industrial complex that they have every year, and she's applied to get a booth like every year, and they've denied her because she's obviously going to be trying to create awareness about like all the non-consensual human experimentation that's going on with this stuff. So they deny her a booth, but that's ballsy. I actually, I heard about that conference and I was like, we should get like a booth there, but I was like, oh, they'd never let us, and I didn't even try. Boom, she did try.
They apply for an exhibitor booth every year.
Wow.
I think I don't know, I'm the kind of person where I like to try to do things more professionally, and instead of trying to stand on a street corner, I'd rather buy a booth, even if I don't have money to put it on a credit card, but it always gets denied every year. But the first year,
She's about quality, not quantity. I'm about quantity, not quality. I'm just kidding.
Ellis at Freedom of Targeted Individuals this year, but I don't think hers is even registered or nonprofit.
This is a hugely interesting little thing in itself, Allison, frankly, because these are the huge military conferences, where military and industrial conferences, where the people exhibiting are, defense contractors.
Okay, guys, go check out the interview on Ramola D Reports. I just wanted to show a little bit of it, and then read the flyer. And now I want to go to, and those are two of the best women. Ramola D is like a true journalist, actually reporting on the most important things in our world. And Allison Ireland is the best. Like she's doing some very. She did the Unity and Hope conference in I'm not sure. Was it 2014? 2014? No. It had to have been later. But she did the Unity and Hope conference in Boston, where it was like 100, maybe more than 100 TIs went and gave presentations and everything. It was a huge deal. It was awesome. So she does very, it's very smart stuff she's doing. So let's go and just listen to a little bit of the Robert Duncan. See, I have the Minds of Men up right here. I was going to show the end part where it kind of shows. I'm going to show that on another video because I want to make these shorter and more concise. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on just getting y'all the info. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. I feel like that. It's like, I mean, I'll blab sometimes on live streams, and especially when I get my live streams back for this main channel. But I think it's a skill to be able to be concise, to get poignant information out and be concise. I want to work on that a little bit better so that I can do both. You know what I'm saying? So the first 16 minutes, Robert Duncan goes through a lot of the positive things that are coming out of neurotechnologies and artificial intelligence. I just wanted to kind of skip to the bad stuff because that's what concerns targeted individuals. That's the kind of stuff that's being done to us to even trickle out a little bit of the good stuff. So the dark side of weaponized neurotechnologies, neuroweapons. Let's listen to him. I think he's going to go ahead and explain what's written on it. And once again, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'll probably play like 20 minutes at this point. Maybe stop it and discuss some of the stuff. But the main thing, you see, there's only 61 views. 5 thumbs up, and this is the presentation that's going to be happening tomorrow. There might be more to it than just this. This is just, it says, preview. So,
Okay, I warned you. That was the good news. Now it's time to present the bad news. And I apologize. My tone becomes more dark, but these are the dark sides of neurotechnologies and what governments use them for, and we have quite a few decades advanced research on the civilian scientists.
So guys, just one more time, American inkjet. And then it's, I don't know if they have any more videos than this, but American Inkjet, or you can just put in YouTube Dr. Robert Duncan MIT, and this will pop up. Now I think this is just a preview. I think there's going to be a lot more, and then I'll let you guys know where to find that. And I think there's also somewhere else where you can find it, but I wasn't too sure about that.
For obvious reasons of national defense. But let me kind of set the mood by reading a professor of psychology or neuropsychiatry at Yale Medical School, and he, in the 1960s, he did a lot of research that was quite unethical, but for the Cold War,
Delgado was allowed. It's close to Satan.
It continues today. I may or may not tell you stories about some of my personal experiences.
I guess that was a pretty severe statement, but he did not think that people deserved to have individuality or freedom. He thought that people existed for society, and if you needed to kill people and experiment on them, so be it, if it was good for society. So he didn't believe in what the Constitution says or the Bill of Rights says. He doesn't believe in natural law, like that men have the right to be free and not be messed with. He doesn't think that. He thinks that he has these philosophies, and I learned a lot in the Minds of Men documentary. on TruthStream Media, they go through a lot of Jose Delgado's experimentation, and he believes that people are acted on by external forces all the time, like not just like stuff that targeted individuals go through, but just your environment and everything, that they really don't have free will and they don't have the right to free will. That's like the most, it's his beliefs are the furthest away from my beliefs that I think somebody can get. So I just want let's go back to this, and I'll try and I'll try and tone down the cutting into it.
Of observing the capabilities of human suffering that is allowed for weapons development, but Dr. Jose Delgado is his name, and he was kind of considered the father of brain chips.
Where'd he go? There he is.
The quote is, "We need a program of psychosurgery for political control of our society. The purpose is physical control of the mind. Everyone who deviates from the given norm can be surgically mutilated. The individual may think that the most important reality is his own existence, but this is only his personal point of view. This lacks historical perspective. Man does not have the right to develop his own mind. This kind of liberal orientation has great appeal. We must electronically control the brain. Some days, armies and generals will be controlled electronically by stimulation of the brain." Wow. And that was in 1974. I'm horrified, I hope you are too, that a man of his stature would make such claims. Now, as long as scientists are conscientious about their intentions, both good or evil, we might be able to get through this next phase of human evolution that's occurring very rapidly. And so, just because I need to take a short break, a glass of water, I'm going to display a film about some audio technologies that MIT, many corporations come up with, and then I will explain how they can be used in detrimental ways and need to be regulated and at least noticed by the public.
There have been recent advances in acoustic technology which can transmit sound great distances with a very narrow target range. The long-range acoustic device is one such technology, and is currently employed by both military and commercial sea vessels to deter...
So that's ground radar, what they're talking about now. LRAD is ground radar. Like when I say ground radar or over-the-horizon radar, it's ground radar. That's LRAD.
Potential attackers. In San Diego, California, Woody Norris, developer of the LRAD, describes another of his acoustic technologies known as hypersonic sound.
It's kind of like radio stations, except in this case, you don't need a receiver. To hear a radio station, I gotta have a receiver. With this, the mixing actually happens in the air, and you hear it without any other device. So if I aim it at you, and it happens to hit both of your ears, and I'm reluctant to say this, it'll be as though the sound is inside your head. This time I'll come all the way around in case you hear a lot of echo from the room.
The observation of the phenomena came way back during the Second World War, and the radar operators, accidentally noticed that when they...
So guys, you understand why I'm always saying integrated weapon systems? You know, because we could have implants that are receiving certain signals from microwave towers or something like that are 24/7 signals, but then our attackers are like at a remote platform that has like you know, LRAD capability or ground radar or over the horizon radar, where they can like focus sound and stuff like that, or focus microwaves onto the body. So it's like integrated weapons platforms right there. So I just kind of wanted to throw that in.
In front of the radar, sometimes you can hear clicks in their head. Somebody by the name of Alan Fry had talked to some radar operators based on their report, and he conducted a very simple laboratory experiment. Indeed,
I don't know if y'all can hear him.
Human beings can hear the radar pulses. They were not just making it up. In ordinary sound perception, sound that goes into the ear canal gets amplified by the small bones in the middle ear, and then gets to the inner ear where the cochlea resides, and in the cochlea is converted to electrical impulse. But fundamentally, the physical phenomena that enables it is mechanical movement of particles. So the mechanical wave transmitted by the bones of the middle ear gets converted at the inner ear into the electrical impulses. But in the case of a microwave auditory effect, the source is electromagnetic. So if you expose the biological tissue to a pulse of microwave energy, the tissue expands and induces a vibration. Instead of going through the middle ear, the microwave-induced vibration gets propagated to the inner ear directly, and at the inner ear is converted to electrical.
You see how he's explaining it with the microwave auditory effect? It's like he's saying that the brain is like it's pulsing and then sending a signal, but how Dr. Robert Duncan explains it, it's like the brain tissue expanding because of heat, and then as it cools, it sends that signal. I guess it's just semantics. I guess that's just semantics. It's pretty much the same idea.
And in this case, of the vibration in the human tissue, if the tissue is the head, for example, will fall within the auditory range of the human subject. People now are talking about actually direct communication, like we mentioned, sending a message through the air to a person without anybody else being aware of it. That is within the realm of possibility. I don't know whether it's true or not. I think there's several number of people who think this is being used for mind control.
Mind control is...
I think if somebody who wants to do it, there is the potential.
So that's that. This is that paranormal billboard. This was using like focused sound. Like they've done this in libraries where they'll take focused sound and it's basically a cone of sound. Like the, oh gosh, I can't remember what that was. Mike got oh, I can't even remember what it was called. Oh geez, and it was like this. It showed like kind of. It showed basically the theory behind how we're targeting. It's not exactly, but something that our attackers do utilize sometimes in certain protocols. Oh, I can't believe I can't remember what that is. Well, let's keep playing this. But it's like basically a focused beam of sound that just goes to one person, so people around you can't hear it, and your like head is in this cone of sound, so you can only hear it. And that's where they were using it right here. I can't remember the device. Audio Spotlight. Audio Spotlight. Ooh, sorry, Mike. I can't believe I forgot that. Can't really hear it that well on this video. He looked at my box. He looked at my box. I'm sorry guys, bad joke. I'm gonna put myself down here. Oh, the sound is not good.
I want to talk about
Shoot.
some newer technologies like MIT just came out with laser heating effect, which
Okay, guys, I don't think the sound's very good. Go and check it out on this YouTube video so you can put some headphones on and listen to it, but I don't think y'all are going to be able to hear the sound on my video. Let's see.
the molecular energy of frying your brain, your internal organ.
No rumor is printed, no secret.
Okay, guys, I haven't watched the whole presentation. The main thing I wanted to do in this video is just let y'all know where you can go see a preview of the presentation, and then kind of direct anybody who hasn't seen that interview with Ramola D and Allison Ireland to go watch that. That's just the main thing that I kind of wanted to get done in this video. Yeah, the sound, I don't think y'all would be able to hear. I don't think y'all were able to hear most of it. At the beginning, I think everybody could hear it. Okay, since we have a little bit of time, now I'm going to make another video for that. I'm going to keep it concise and make a video for that, make it shorter. And I want to show y'all something maybe in a upcoming video. I'm not sure if it'll be a live stream or this my main channel, but they're doing all these studies how technology and the internet and how we get information nowadays has decreased basically the human attention span to 8 seconds, which a goldfish has a 9-second attention span. TrueStream Media also has that video, and they're showing how it's just like human beings' attention spans, I guess on average, are lowering so much. Very scary. It would be fascinating if it wasn't so bad for humankind, kind of thing. Like, I mean, a lot of this neurotech and the neuroweapons and what can be done with them, if they were just good, it would be fascinating. But Dr. Duncan says it. He talks about a singularity, and I'm going to be talking about that some more. I'll probably do a video just on what the singularity means. Singularity can mean a lot of things for a lot of different subjects. But with technology, with transhumanism basically and cybernetics, there's a singularity that a lot of people think is coming, where technology completely melds with humanity. And there's a singularity in that. Like, a lot of people think that that's coming up. That hasn't gotten here yet. I think, now this is my humble opinion or whatever, I think that's the end of humanity. I think that's the extinction of us, of humankind. How we were, how we think, hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. That singularity is our extinction. And a computer model of a brain that has nothing to do with us, like if you took my brain, made a computer model and it kind of thought like my brain, I wouldn't know it, and I wouldn't experience it, and it wouldn't have a soul, and it wouldn't be human, and it would not have the organic nature of my body and my brain that it's taken hundreds of thousands of years of evolution to get to. That singularity to me is human extinction. So, I guess it's, God picked all of us to be in this situation, however you want to look at that, destiny or whatever, but, I'm going to fight this. I think that some of these technologies can be used for good, but a singularity with transhumanism, I'll be fighting that until I die, And I don't know if I gotta believe that we can stop it. And I gotta believe that we can stop it, but things are happening fast. Things are happening fast that are very scary. And let's not get scared. Let's just be prepared, have knowledge, fight this program. Hopefully we can get them to end this program and back off, and then fight from there afterwards and figure things out. We don't know how things are going to turn out. None of us can predict exactly how this is going to go. And God has the final say in it. Even if the top of the pyramid or whatever up there thinks that they have everything planned out and all the algorithms and the math figured out just right to control humanity just the way they want, God can intercede in that and put his own math in there, which is like the good kind of magic, like miracles. So we just don't know how things are going to turn out. And we got to do our best, try and save as many lives as we can, get this information out, help ourselves and our families and each other, you know, and just be a good human being, help other people. Simple philosophy, you know, simple philosophy. Alright guys, that's all I wanted to show y'all. I just wanted to show y'all where to go. American Inkjet for this, or you can just put in Dogger, you can put it in Dogger. Put in Dr. Robert Duncan MIT into YouTube and you can get to this. I'm not sure if it's the whole presentation. Just wanted to show some of it, but the sound is really bad when he got back on. And then interview Ramola D reports with Allison Ireland. Go check that out. Both awesome women. Both just awesome and doing a lot of stuff. Alright guys, that's about it. I'll be making more videos and trying to keep them more concise, so the information doesn't get lost in my babbling and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be practicing with that. I think it's a good skill that I can use. I like to babble. Y'all know I like to go on and talk about this and that. I make a 3-hour video, but I'm gonna try not to do that all the time. I think it's a skill that I need to learn, you know. Alright guys, I love y'all. More to come, but please go watch this, give it a thumbs up. Go to the Dr. Robert Duncan presentation, thumbs up, and you know, on my on maybe some videos on this main channel or live streams, I'll tell y'all other places you can go find that presentation after tomorrow. Alright guys, I love y'all. Stay strong, stay hopeful. So much good stuff is happening. It takes a lot of work to organize this stuff though, so don't just think all this stuff's just happening. Oh, it's just happening. You know, so many people are doing such hard work. Give them some appreciation, show them some love so that it's a positive experience, that when they're busting their ass, being targeted, taking care of their kids, and doing these big events, that people are showing them love and they know that they're appreciated and stuff like that. I'm sure, you know, it's just, you know, sometimes there's some negative kickback, you know, when you're a targeted individual and you try and you step out in front. So we got to remember that, try and negate that out, and negate out people like Chief Handler. I guess we don't really have to. I mean, he's just like a nobody. I mean, I thank him for his service in Iraq. It sucks. A lot of his brothers in arms are being hit with neuroweapons. I'm not going to get into that. But you know, just push those people to the side. We'll take real discussion, always welcome. You know, this is a very serious issue though, and people who it's like, they're going to discredit us. That's what their whole job is. You know, fuck them. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one.